Hi, this is a short video for the help section, specifically to deal with how to add refunds onto a landlord account. So let's go to an account which I feel entitled to alter, 102 Spon End, 1415. And we load that in the property filter, and therefore we bring up receipts on the left and we bring up the account on the right. So I happen to know actually that Cassandra Nelson is the best bet for making a payment. Let's just do a little refresher on all of this for a moment. We're going to pay Cassandra Nelson from here, because currently we don't have anything in the statement. I can refresh that, but you can see that there's no money waiting to be paid. So if we pay some money, and we can do that using the quick pay pound symbol here, let's pay this due amount, 77.43. Keep your eye on over here. See, you've got the open padlock there, and you've got a HOV ID of 1890. Just to reinforce, those padlocks are very useful for showing you which statements are, which transactions and which parts of the full payment history here are live. Let's go on to the hover tab and refresh. Now we've got a statement underway, and let's say that I want to be charged, or you want to charge, the business wants to charge some maintenance to this landlord. Perish the thought, but if you did, we do that over here. We have to add a payment item. All chargeable items, whether to the landlord or the student, are added in add payment items. We can enter the due date of the item, the amount, the item type. In this case it will be maintenance there, and whether it is VATable or not, and the account. If we look at the account here, we see it's actually out of date. That's because we need to press this button to refresh the account to say, on this occasion, we're applying an item to the landlord, Mr. Gregory Dealey. If you saw the other video, you'd realise that we could equally choose the student account, in which case this particular student, Cassandra Nelson, we could add in a, say, damage charge to her or give her a discount or whatever it is, and that would appear in her rent schedule here in as an item in the items, but we're not going to do that. We're going to choose Gregory Dealey, and we're going to say that this is due today, whenever that is, 26th of March, I think, and say £100 maintenance charge. Okay, maintenance charge of 100, not VATable. Okay, and we press add payment item. Okay, so where's it gone? Well, let's go back to the hover tab. This is why I set up the statement in the hover tab, and we'll see that there is £100 non-VATable, not paid, payable here in the LL costs section. That's what the LL costs is for, and we don't have to pay it into this statement. If we're accumulating several, let's say that we know that there's going to be more work done, and we want to only bill once for it for whatever reason. We've got the choice of doing that. Well, let's add another payment item. Add that, press add payment item to landlord Gregory Dealey. Due date can be today. Payment amount might be £250. So the boiler's gone again. Maintenance not vatable. Add. And once again go to the hover tab, because that's where that's disappeared, because we went on to the landlord account. Really this this is a view of the landlord account, really, amongst other things. It's where we will see the cost appear in the cost. So let's pay the first one, £100 here. I'm going to pay that into this statement by using the pound symbol, which generally means pound, transfer some money, pay something. It's a sort of general shorthand for that. So I've paid it and it's automatically refreshed, and we can see that I've been given a maintenance charge of 100, which has resulted in an increase in the deductions to 298 and an increase in my amount for handover to 420.1. But there may be some mistake, or when they say, well, we'll hang on to it till the next statement. Look, you can unpay it as well. Sorry, there it is. Okay, unpay that amount. And there we go. It's been paid out of the statement and can be retained and paid into the next statement if necessary. Or, you know, they can both be paid into the statement. So, so that's how that works. Now, we'll pay both of those in for the sake of argument. Number one, pay number two. So that's £350 coming off the total. And sadly for me, the landlord, I've got 170.1 to come here, and two separately listed maintenance charges. Okay, but say I'm also due a refund. Right, so how do we do a refund? Okay, well, we also apply it to the landlord account. It's a payment item, but it's a minus payment item. Let's say there was a commission overcharge. Let's make it due today. Due date is just an approximation, really. In many cases it doesn't really impact on anything. Today will do fine. You could be more precise and put a date in prior to today. If you put a date in after today, it wouldn't be due, and that might cause a problem. Let's just choose the payment item there. Let's see what have we got. What have we got? Refund. Let's say that we were overcharged on commission. Oopsie daisy. Let's say that we were overcharged on commission. And we need to return some of it. Can't find commission. Commission adjustment or refund, I think they would both do. Let's choose commission adjustment. I mean, these are, at this stage, they're indicators. We're not doing fine-grained reporting on the accounts, we're just getting them right. And I've put in an amount of, I'm going to choose the account there, that's very important, landlord Mr. Gregory Leely. And I've chosen minus 100 on this occasion, okay? So, press add payment item to complete this little process, and go to the hover tab, and we should see it there. There's a minus 100 there. Let's pay that in, see what it does. Total for handover 270.71, and the maintenance charge of minus 100, obviously, which is effectively a credit to the landlord account. So there we go. We can also delete this item here, or that item. Let's delete that item. Do we want to delete this account item? Yes, we do. And it comes off, and the total should adjust. Maybe need to refresh that. That's about it. We can also update it using that. If we go to update the item, we can unpay it, and we can go and then update it over here if we need to make adjustments to it. And that's about it. Oh yes, vatable as well. Let's imagine that there's a vatable charge to the landlord, agent commission. Let's say it's a vatable charge like that. We'll update that payment item. Okay. And return to the Harvard tab. And it's a vatable item now, so when we pay it in, we should see the VAT of $8.57 adjusting, and we don't see that at all. That's because we didn't choose the vatable item. Let's choose the vatable item and pay it in. VAT of $8.57 changes to $28.57. And if you are refunding something like commission and it was put in with VAT, the reverse commission, the credit to the landlord, also has to be vatable, and then it will give a correct result. And that's it for that.